one of the things that we run into a fair amount as we move through projects or working with an architects or homeowners on the final design is that even though we have quite a wide variety of standardized components or panels, sometimes a project will still require custom components, either because they want a different size window or different ceiling height, something like that. And so there's a couple different versions of custom components that I wanted to go over with you, and why, sort of what that process is like once custom components are required. So this is a fairly typical shop drawing for us. And it's all built in software that's able to export all of our materials takeoffs, as well as communicate to other automated machinery to do automated cuts, ordering. Sort of the sky's the limit. But so there's quite a bit of very real technical data that's in a shop drawing, beyond just sort of delineating what the size is. And so the most simple version of a custom component would be, say, if this is our standard 8x10, that we have a panel that needs to be, say, 5x10. So you can see in our framing layouts or something like that, it would be fairly simple. It's deductive if anything, but it still needs to go through this process. This is page 1 of 3, and it needs to be reviewed by a structural engineer as well as manufacturing side for approval. And so, but the dimensional changes, a custom panel that just has dimensional changes of it, can be pretty straightforward. It gets a little bit more complex when it comes to estimating costs, say, when we have a little bit more complexity in the cuts or the angles that it's needing to address. And so, so getting just a little bit more complicated in terms of the information that needs to be input here. The other version of it would be, say it's a custom panel that might have the exact same size as a standard panel, but it might have, say, the structural requirements or loads on that panel are specific, and that we might need additional framing in that member, or potentially the sheathing. It has a significant shear load, where the technical qualities of that custom panel are the thing that's making it custom, not necessarily the dimension. So those are the different versions of custom panels. So if you're working with B.PUBLIC and you hear us talking about what's required for a custom panel, really what we're talking about is it's the scope that goes into this first before it goes into manufacturing.